The dog. Hi, Gracie. Oh, Mommy forgot you. I forgot I let you out. Yes, I did. Hello, David. Hello, Melanie. How are you? Hello, Linda. I am doing good, Linda. How are you? Hey, Patty. How are you doing, baby? You've been in my thoughts and prayers. No wonder I'm cooler. It's 45 degrees. Hello, Tina. Hello, Linda, my quirky quarter acre. How are you tonight? Oh, I'm glad to hear that, Patty. I'm wore out. I have had a, how do I explain this? I think I'm allergic to chickens and their dander, because it seems to me that every time the chickens go outside, I get where I'm fine and dandy. As soon as I have more chickens hatch, I get all weepy and carrying on. Oh, thank you. I took my shower and tried to get my hair to do something, and not be all over the place, driving me and crazy. So I think that's why I've had so many crazy allergies, is the chicken. So I got to find a way to brood them without. I'm sorry, guys. I have to take this. Hey, can I call you right back after my live stream? Hello? All right, I love you. Bye. I'm sorry, guys. I called my daughter. She went to the doctor today, and I wanted to find out what the results was, but it'll have to be afterwards. Just paid a bunch of bills, and the hospital was calling about some businesses matter that I was weird. Bill is paid. Thank you. Hair is one braid isn't as thick as one of yours, Kathy. I'm sorry, Patty. Yeah, a lot of people's hair isn't as thick. I have very coarse hair, like horse hair almost. Not quite as big around as horse hair, but it's very strong and thick. People think that people that have really fine hair and they don't seem to have very much of it, they think that they don't have very many hairs on their head, when in actuality, someone with really fine, delicate hair has probably got more hairs on their head than I do, because their hair is so much more smaller in diameter, and mine is big and chunky hair. And I wanted to talk to you guys about hair a little bit tonight too. Patty made mention in her live stream about, I think it was on Patty, or maybe it was somebody's live stream. Patty said this, and I had told her about this, and maybe it was on Teresa's live stream. I'm not sure. But there are some tips that I want to give you guys for your hair. A lot of people wash their hair in really, really super hot water, which is good to cleanse it. But after you cleanse it and you put conditioner on it, now I very seldom use conditioner. I did tonight because I knew I was going to be combing my hair when it was wet. I don't normally comb my hair when it's wet because of my type of hair. It will be harder to get through tangles than if I let it dry naturally and then comb through the tangles. I know, sounds weird, but it's the way my hair is. Being a hairdresser for so many years, I used to teach people how to wash their hair. You wash your hair with really warm water. And then when you put your conditioner on your hair, or even if you're not going to put conditioner on your hair, you leave that conditioner, say you put conditioner on your hair, you leave that conditioner on your hair for the length of your shower, and when you're done with your shower, change that temperature not to cold, but to a cooler temperature, because our hair have little windows like that come like this on the hair shaft. Say this is going into your head, and this is the hair coming down. It's like little jealousy windows all the way around the whole hair shaft, all the way around, all sizes. And when you put conditioner on that, I'm going to use this pencil. Okay, say you put conditioner on there, and this is the jealousy, and that conditioner has got up in there where it needs to be. If you use hot water to rinse this off, it takes every bit of it that's inside your hair that needs to condition your hair and washes it down the drain. So people that condition their hair and rinse their hair with really super hot water is really defeating the purpose of what they're doing to their hair. Yeah, it may make it soft, but it doesn't penetrate and do its job. So what I suggest to people to do is rinse with a cooler water, not cold, but a cooler temperature, so those jealousy windows close onto the conditioner and help it hold in there so it can do its job. And it makes more silky, more sleek, not as frizzy hair. So that's a little tip. Mine thinned out a bit from the stress the past year. Yes, I understand that. There are some things that you can do for that. Mainly, more than anything else, is you want to massage your scalp. See how my scalp moves? See how it moves like that? You want to literally massage your scalp and do it all over. When you do it, you don't want to pick both of them up at the same time. Never, never, never pick both hands at the same time. Always do one, or else you can give yourself a headache. If you hit a pressure point in the wrong way and you lift both hands at the same time, you will give yourself an instant headache. So That's another tip. But what I was trying to get at, by massaging your head, you're not only relieving stress, but you're also taking all that stress that's on your hair and allowing your scalp to breathe and relax, so that you don't lose you won't lose as much hair, and it helps. It helps tremendously. And also, Tina, do you you said your hair is naturally frizzy? Do you comb your, what kind of hair do you have? Do you have coarse hair or do you have fine hair? Number one. If you have coarse hair like mine, you can literally comb through it and comb it out straight and do something like I've done and braid it. That helps to smooth the hair. People literally will wrap their hair, comb their hair, and wrap it in around their head and let it dry that way. And then whenever it's dry and they comb it out, it's not as frizzy. Let's see here. And don't make it really cold, just enough temperature change that it will close your cuticle down. Hey Jules, thanks for coming in. Trying to see if I missed anybody else that came in while I was gabbing them away. Also, a mild solution of water and vinegar is also good for helping to smooth it. Thank you. I use leave-in conditioner after. Yes, that is good too. Depending I hate to I used to be very into telling people what products to use and that kind of stuff. And I would if I was your hairdresser, but I'm not your hairdresser and I don't know your hair. So I hate to say what products, but there are some good things. Now, if you have really, let me show you something. I can pull one out. Well, try to get a hold of one of these hairs. Okay. See, when this is a test that you want to do with your hair. If your hair snaps like that, it's usually pretty strong. If your hair stretches a whole bunch, it's not very strong. It's very weak, and it will cause a lot of frizziness too. Hello, Homestead. How are you today? Thanks for coming in. Hey, Fran. Thanks for coming in, honey. Yes, massage your bald head. That's really great. Even though you don't have hair, it's really great for your scalp. Mary, I did get your card. I found it tonight. And I'm like, oh, Mary told me she sent me a card, and I found it. Let's see. How did get that way U-turn, or did the bees buzz in? I'm missing something. Whew. Now I'm hot. I put the sweater on because My hair's wet and I was cooler. Now I'm burn up. Yeah, I was tickled when I found it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I love cards. Ever since I was a little girl, if I got something in the mail, and this is going to sound crazy, even my first bills, whenever I first started getting bills, I would get so excited because it had my name on it and it came to me. I was important. Oh. So now that I've given my little hair thing, I hope that you guys will try that and let me know if it changes the way your hair works. Now, this is how great that cold water is for you. When we were at the HOA, Doug and Stacy did a talk on cold showers and how it will help your body. And there's a lot of people that do, what do you call it? Polar plunging and stuff like that, where they, in the wintertime or whatever, they jump into cold water and it helps their body to work. The Roads do it. Art and Bree have done it. A whole lot of different homesteaders have done it, and it's very good for your innards, supposedly. So that's true too. You don't want to get all of the oils out of your hair all the time. Like how do I say this? I can, because of my hair type, wash my hair every day, but I do not do that anymore. When I was working, I did that. But I don't do that anymore. And I don't do that because I think it's good to have a little bit of your own oils from your scalp to get into your hair. And if anybody wants to ask me more questions, a more one-on-one thing too about hair or anything like that, I will be glad to talk to you, and you can just email me. My email is nahniBird, NAHNIBIRD 12 @gmail.com. Mine is pretty dry, so now I wash mine once every 3 to 4 days. If I was working hard outside a lot, I'd wash it more. This is another another thing too that's very important for you guys. When you shampoo your hair, you never shampoo this part of your hair. You only shampoo your scalp. The soap that gets down into this part of your hair, you can massage it a little bit, but don't scrub it up, because this hair is not getting dirty like this hair. The oil is what you want to cleanse your scalp from. And as soon as that shampoo hits oil, it will grab it and wash it out. Now, if you go out and get your hair in chicken manure or something when you're cleaning out the chicken coop, yeah, you want to clean this too. But if you're doing a lot of washing to this hair right here, that's going to cause a lot of stress and a lot of dryness on this part of your hair. I don't ever wash this part of my hair unless I get smoke in it. Like say if I'm out for a campfire, it's very difficult for me to get that smell out of, I love the smell of clean hair. It's hard for me to get that smell out of my hair. And that's when I really, really wash this part. But I don't ever wash my hair back and forth like that. I always massage it. Because if you wash it back and forth, you're going to cause it to tangle. And when you try to pull them tangles out, you're stretching your hair and you're causing damage. Also, when you, I don't have a comb, but when, yes, I do. Wow, I didn't know that comb was there. When you comb your hair, don't comb straight out like that. Comb it and tilt your comb towards the end and kind of slightly push the tangles out instead of ripping them out. They used to call me the tangle queen because these mamas would have kids like my Ashley that have really fine hair, and you breathe on them and their hair tangles. And I could get it out in no time at all. And that's because when I comb it, I let the comb come out of the hair as I'm combing down. And I try to work from the bottom up. When you're having problems with tangling and stuff like that, you want to start at the underneath the hair and work up. And keep this hair tied up out of your way, clipped up out of your way. That's how you wash yours good. So, has anybody started on their planting yet? I have started planting plants in my garden, and tomorrow I am going to start planting the black sapote seeds. I put them in the refrigerator to keep them nice and cool and damp, so they don't dry out too bad. My son got my thick wavy hair. Yeah. Hey, Chrissy, I didn't see you come in, babe. I've been praying for you, sweetheart. I hope you're getting more energy and able to keep up. Hello, Strong Enough to Bend. How are you tonight? Oh, that's okay. You've been on my mind a lot lately, though. There's a couple of people that has really been weighing on my mind, and I've been praying for them. I've had lettuce, garlic in pots outside. My parsley's growing all winter here. Cool. I started onion seeds and a couple other things. My sweet potatoes are already putting out shoots too. Can't believe how fast they sprouted. I have to tell you guys something so funny. I was talking to my daughter's boyfriend, Patrick, my daughter Becky's boyfriend, and we were discussing how I grow things and how I garden and how I do my compost bins and stuff like that. And he's like, he's totally freaked out. He thinks everything's got to be done just crazy, you know. He wants to do everything scientifically and read and do research and everything. And I'm like, that's fine and dandy, but I don't care. You can do all the research in the world, but that book ain't going to tell you how to grow that plant. And he's like, what are you talking about? I said, watch this. I went over to my compost bin and pulled up one of the potatoes and showed him all of the potatoes that were growing in my compost bin. And he's like, I don't know how you do that. I just don't understand. I don't understand. That's not why they tell you to do it. Yes, that counts, Fran. It's been a particularly rough week. Okay, Christy. No wonder you've been on my mind then. The Lord set you there. Not sure how much I'll grow this year. Was possible moving and all that. Yeah, I understand, Patty. Less expensive to buy produce or barter for some. Yep. Yes. Isn't it funny how the volunteers do better sometimes than the plants that we are just like hovering over? I've got a tomato out there and I can't wait to transplant it. It's in the walkway, and I hope I didn't hurt it, or the cold hasn't gotten it. I fell Sunday and hurt myself really, really bad. My knee and my hip, the same hip I had surgery on. And my mother standing over me trying to help me up. I said, just go, Mom. I love you, but go. I'm not going to have you falling too. So then I come in here this morning and I had my pressure canner, my big, huge pressure canner was over here where this chair is. And I ran smack dab into it and just nearly, took my leg off almost, made a great big old cut and bruise. It hurts so bad. I just been hurting myself a lot lately. I cut a branch off my lemon tree and stuck it in the dirt and it rooted. Woohoo! I'm so happy for you, Linda. I'm going to have to try that with my lime tree. I'm excellent at growing weeds. Yeah, ain't we all? That's all right. I survived. So yeah, I'm good. I'm actually able to walk around the thingy. Oh, I got to see Miss Lady Teresa, how close she is to me tonight. Man, we've been neck and neck this week. And my daughter-in-law, she just, oh my goodness, we're only like, I'm above, I've got 500 on Teresa almost, 400 something. I better get on the ball because she'll beat me tomorrow. Mary, I'm good at growing rocks, okay? Fran hurt her back and then her neck, and today almost fell out of the stupid truck and hurt my back more. Wow. It just must be the week of craziness. Hello, Miss Holly. How are you tonight? I carry my phone when I go out into the yard. Years ago, I got hurt pretty bad and had to lay there yelling for help. Yeah, I always carry my phone on me all the time because, I used to be in home care a long time ago, and uh, a lot of patients that do not have phones or whatever, don't have any way to call somebody, generally fall and don't have the ability to get to the phone or crawl to the phone when they get hurt. So, and I do fall quite a bit. So although I haven't fallen but only a couple of times this year so far. The Ozarks are known for rocks. Yeah. My husband should take his phone out with him, but it's his smartphone and he leaves it in the house. He's had stuff happen outside where he needed help. Wow. Nose is itching off now. Somebody's coming to see me, right? I guess a lot of us are having issues. I fractured my ankle for the third time in November and had to have surgery, a plate, and 3 screws. Wow, Tina. That stinks. Yeah, that's why I had to have hip surgeries because I was picking up a rake over the lattice thingy out there, and I stepped back and I could feel my grandson underneath me, and I pushed myself the other direction and fell on my hip trying to get off of him. If I'd have fallen on him, I'd have really hurt him. So I did plant some turnip greens, and I have got to find I've got to order some of those radishes that I've got out there. They're huge and they are so flavorful. I really love that variety. I'm going to have to get more of those and grow them. They are so good and so tender. No woodiness or anything to them. They're really, really good. Now, they're really strong smelling whenever they're raw, but man, I don't eat raw radishes. I eat them cooked. Um, um, Roasted. Oh, they're so good. So I'm gonna have to get some of those to plant some of them too. And I am like probably a week from getting my first strawberries. What did they put in your hip? They didn't put anything in my hip. They went in and had to rotor all the damage I did to it. I've done the same. Fell badly and kept from landing on my granddaughter. Yeah, I am clumsy. Everyone laughs at me and tells me I should just stay in the house. I'm heading out. Been on lives for almost 4 hours. My backside, my eyes are crying. Stop. Have a good night, everyone. All right, Patty. Thank you for coming in, babe. Appreciate it. Your friends jokingly call you Grace. Okay. Yeah. Thanks for the thumbs up, guys. I appreciate that. I have been wearing long sleeves and pants lately, guys. I think I've lost my ability to run around in shorts all the time. It's been chilly. Hey, Dawn. That's all right. That's all right. I've been baking monkey bread. For my Marine and his battle buddies. He is deploying in about 3 weeks. Aww. Hello, Susan. What were you worried about, Susan? Hello, Pete. How are you tonight? In 15 and 17, fractured 18, cancer of my left vocal cord. Oh, 20, surgery. Plus with 2 amazing grandkids. Wow. I didn't know that, Tina. I am truly blessed, and I'm very thankful to be alive. Some of you guys might know my story, but some of you may not. I had gone to the doctor with when I put my head back in the shower, I couldn't breathe. So I went to the doctor, and she's like, I don't hear anything, Kathy. I don't know what's wrong with you, but I'm going to send you for an x-ray. So she sent me for an x-ray, and I had pneumonia. And so I took the medicine that she told me, went back to her, and she says, I don't hear anything. You're all right. No more medicine. 2 days later, I was in the emergency room with a heart attack. But if God not had allowed me to have the heart attack, I wouldn't have found out that she was treating me for hemorrhoids for 3 years, and it was cancer. So I've been very blessed. The Lord has been very, very good to me and has given me 6 grandchildren, and then the 7th is on his way in May. And I am very, very, very happy to be able to take care of them. I had Lance all weekend this last weekend, and it was amazing. He is such a good little kid when he's with his Nana. Your live was not on. Then I saw your last video that you fell. Oh. Huh. I gotta run. My daughter wants to call me. Catch you later. All right. Thanks, Mary, for coming in, honey. I've been rebuking the cold weather. My trees were full of robins today. Who cares what the groundhog does? True. Yes, it was a scary thing, Fran. Scary for my family, and David was very, very, very good all throughout it, taking good care of me, making sure that I fought hard. Yep. And it's kind of weird, I mean, just the whole thing, the way it all laid out, and the fact that morning that I had my heart attack, I called David and I said, honey, I just don't feel right. I don't think I should drive. I think I need to go to the hospital. Can you come and drop me off at the hospital and take Ashley to school? because she still went to school down in Melbourne, and I can't remember how many miles it is away, but it's quite a ways away, several cities away. And if I had gotten up that day and taken her to the hospital, taken her to school, I would have had an accident and killed people on my way. I know I would have. I would have had the heart attack on the road there, because it's kind of weird. When I went into the emergency room, they did the triage with me and immediately took me back. And I stepped up onto the thing and I said to the man, I said, "You need to get me something. I'm fixing to throw up." And that's all I remember. Thank God I don't remember any of it. Hey, Carol, how's it going, honey? What's 20? I'm missing something. Yeah. And that's what I'm saying. And I wouldn't have found out that I had cancer if I hadn't had the heart attack. And when I had the heart attack, you guys know that most people that have heart attacks, there's damage caused from it. There's no damage to my heart. My heart is fine. And I'm just totally blown away. God is really good. To school. Oh, 20 miles. Oh, gotcha. It's 20 miles away from here is her school. So, and a round trip would have been probably 35 miles to the school and then to the hospital if I had gone that way. But I didn't. Thank God. Thank God. God is good. And you guys have gone through some other scares with me with the breast thing, not too long ago and everything, and I still have to have that checked and everything. But I've got really wonderful friends who show how true their faith is too. The Lord has really worked in their lives with cancer and stuff like that, and it's helped to be strong in their faith. Yeah, that's why I named my channel what I did. Not just because of me, but all the living, beautiful things around here that are miracles. Every day, God makes miracles happen. Every second, every blink, everything. Life is a miracle. Hello, Miss Brenda. How are you tonight? Too long for you to not have went straight to the hospital. Yep. All things work together for those who love, for those who are called for his purpose. Did I remember that? Right. Yeah. Close enough. We know what you're talking about. Somebody didn't hit the like button. Folks, let's. Okay, that just jumped. I don't know where it went. Wow. But anyways, so on a different subject, it has been cold and windy, and I haven't been working outside. And I'm hoping that tomorrow, so let's see, what's tomorrow supposed to be? Oh no, Teresa's gaining on me. I don't know if she's at home yet or not, but she's gaining on me in numbers, so I know she's moving. Let's see, tomorrow the weather is supposed to be 66 is the high and 45 is the low. And then Friday is 75 and 55 for the low. So it's going to warm up a little bit. But next week, it's going to be 79 on Tuesday and Wednesday. And they wonder why people get sick, right? The wind is brutal here for the last 2 days. Yep. And let's see what the wind is right now. Well, that can't be right because it's been crazy all day long, windy. It says 2 miles per hour from the northwest wind. But it's been up in the 25, 30 off and on. Probably is the first. Well, I have been wearing it for the last couple days. I don't know if it's because I'm losing weight that I'm actually getting a little bit cooler. I don't know. It's kind of weird. Yeah, you probably have never seen me in long sleeves before, and you see me pulling them up too, don't you? I wish 79, more like half that for here. I'm sorry, Linda. Check your pollen. Ours is bad down south. Yeah, mine. Well, just saying. I'm hoping it warms up because my tree is exploding with blooms. They have not actually opened yet, but my bees right now, well, my bees did not come out of their house today because it's so windy and cold. But they have been out there on the Suriname cherries. They are covered in blooms, and they have just been going bam, bam, right back and forth because they're so, like, they're only from the one plant, the tree, the beehive, the big beehive is only probably 3 feet away from there. And then the other hive is behind the little shed, so it's probably about 25 feet, maybe 50 feet, maybe 50 feet from the other one. But they know where they know where the pollen's at. And of course, all my angel trumpets are blooming, and my what is that called? Mexican sunflowers are blooming, and let's see what else is blooming. I don't know if they go after marigolds. Do you guys know whether they do or not? And I wish I'd asked. Oh well, I'm going to try to root my elderberries because they're getting pretty big, and I'm going to cut them back before it starts to before spring gets here and it starts to sprout and start having flowers and stuff. I don't want to cut it back once it starts flowering. Let's see. Carol, every time I go out, my nose runs. I start sneezing. It's awful. Yes, mine too. And I go for my walks, and I know people are wondering what in the world this woman is. I'm sneezing like crazy, and I've got my little mask thing in case somebody comes up to me. I can put my mask on. Let's see. Tina, I plan to do it in June. It will be 5 years then. It's still hard for me to talk about. I missed something. Susan says it's same here. It's in the 30s and running like crazy. I knew you are in Ohio. No, Brenda is in on the other side of Kentucky. Oh, holy moly. I'm so bad I can't even remember that. Hello, Marianne. How's it going, sweetheart? I was just telling him about how good God's been to me. Marianne not only is one of my very good friends from church, but she was also one of my nurses at the rehab whenever I had my heart attack and had to learn to walk again. She was one of my nurses there. And she has since retired and is one of my sweet, dear friends. It's only supposed to get in the 30s tonight, having heating issues. And I have to tell you, so funny. You know, you guys know I don't use heat or air conditioning anymore much. I use air conditioning if it gets really, really super hot. But that may be a lot of the reason why I'm actually getting cold, because I have no heat. But my daughter-in-law was teasing me. She says, Mom, I don't understand how you don't have, how are you doing it? Because they're talking about turning the heat on and everything. And I'm like, I just don't have to use it. If I did, that would be causing nosebleeds and all kind of stuff. All that dry heat would just absolutely kill me with all these blooms and blossoms. I just got the sinus flusher machine. Works in seconds, but splurge pollen throughout the year. Hasn't sprayed. Wow. I want to plant geraniums. Can they take the Florida heat? Yes. But geraniums need to be planted in a partial shade to last year round. But generally speaking, in Florida, they're most people pull them up. Years ago, I used to be able to grow them year round. And if you have more of like a shady type of yard, which you don't have, Marianne, they can grow much better in the shade. Yes, candles do put off a lot of heat. Geraniums stop blooming when it gets too hot. Missouri. That's it. I'm sorry, Brenda. My brain just was not working. Retired now, loving retirement. Yeah, you are. It's supposed to be 24 tonight. Wow, Fran. Y'all keep warm. I know. Brenda, are you going to be in the teens tonight? These are dogs and cats I don't usually have sleeping. All right, Melanie. Have a great night. Sorry to see you go, but I'm glad you came in for a little while. Thank you. We got rid of gas heat when we moved, and that helped my sinuses a lot. Wow. Yeah. You were the easiest patient I ever had in 42 years I worked as a nurse. The nicest too. Oh, Marianne, you're just smoothing my feathers, aren't you? You're a sweetheart. You're the best nurse I had too. So, uh, don't give up on your dream of geraniums. I think, um, I think they'll do well, but I would definitely put them where they can get some shade. What color do you like? We used to have the geraniums in pots under our pool growing up, but not all year long. So many annuals down here. Yeah. Um, yes, David had to buy geranium oil for our swarm traps. I'm so foolish. I forgot that swarm trap in the back of the truck, David. I got to go out tonight and get it. And y'all, I lost my rooster. Poor little fellow disappeared. I don't know if a hawk got him or a possum or something, but he is nowhere to be found. I looked all over the place for him last night and today. Nowhere to be found. And I even looked and seen, looked around the streets to see if maybe he had gotten out and got hit by a car or something, which he's never gotten out of the yard, but I couldn't find him nowhere. So I'm hoping I get a little male rooster out of these silkies, because I won't have no rooster for my silkies anymore. My geraniums would start blooming again in the fall when I lived in Florida. I worked as a CNA for years, home health aide, and one of my patients, his brother-in-law grew geraniums and impatiens and all kinds of stuff. Now, I'm gonna tell you something. There's one flower that I have the hardest time growing. Oh, I love the red ones too. I like the variegated leaves too on the geraniums. New Guinea impatiens are the hardest plant for me to grow. I've got begonias out there that are going on 2 years old that look, they look like they're half dead, but they will come back like crazy in the spring. Yeah, that's what it is supposed to be here too, Carol, in the high 40s. Let's see. No, I take that back. I just lied. I'm so sorry. I did not mean to lie. It's going to be 36 tonight here. So you're lucky that high 40s. Impatiens need cooler spots. Yes. These New Guinea impatiens, you just can't keep enough water in them, and then they tend to get root rot. It's crazy. You can miss watering them one day and they'll be going from beautiful to, I'm like, okay, dudes, what is your problem? Yep, I was gonna say they don't like hot weather at all. Yes, they don't. They really don't. Wow, it's going to be warmer here, Kathy. You gotta be kidding. I sent you all my heat, huh? I've been praying that you would get more warm weather so that you can get a little bit more rest, Brenda. I've never done well with New Guinean patients. Yeah. I just wonder how many people actually get them to look fantastic, you know? And well, I imagine people that use synthetic fertilizers and such probably don't, have any problems growing things. But personally, I don't want to put any of that synthetic stuff in my soil for any reason. Under a pergola, yes. Yes, would be beautiful. They would grow very good. And I'll tell you, have you ever grown them before, Marianne? Because you can literally make one plant into hundreds of plants. As it grows, it will branch, and you just pop that branch off and stick it in the ground, and it will root. Hello, Julie. How are you tonight? Thanks for coming in. They're very good at rooting too. Challenge accepted. It's on, okay. Man, my eyes are just going nuts. It's got to be the chicks, because my I don't know if you guys can see this or not, but my incubator is right here, and all those baby chicks were hatching out of there just the other day. Oh, and talking about baby chicks, now don't forget, now if you have chicks that are hatching of any type, whether it be reptile, bird, fowl, anything that's hatching from an egg out of an incubator or whatever, even underneath a chicken, I don't care. Go and check out my video on what's hatching, and let me know, and and you do a video, and I will add it to the collaboration. Linda has been putting hers up. Although I should ask her, she could add anything that's hatching. I did have a bunch of questions. You don't have to answer the questions, but I'd like you to, at least on the initial video, tell us, what you're hatching and how long it took you, and that kind of thing. Reptile bite your tongue. To be honest with you, I'm not into reptiles, but that's okay. A lot of people grow them. Maybe to eat them. They down in the Everglades, they do some type of spear fishing with a I've seen the Arms family do it, and several other people, where these captains take these people out, and they use a dart, not a dart, a bow, and I forget the kind of bow it's called. Anyways, they get them iguanas, and they and they harvest them out there. Gotta go. I'm falling behind on my YouTube conservative news. No more network news for me. You have a great group of friends. Thank you, Marianne. Thank you. A snake in my house is the only critter so far I've said no to my granddaughter. I don't do snakes. I don't want snakes. Crossbow. Yes, that's what it is. That's what it is, friend. That's what it is. So, well, we're getting right there at 10 o'clock, and I have not said prayers yet. So, does anybody have any prayer requests? Never grew them, but I can smell them as I think of them, though. They're beautiful. They are beautiful. They're easy, too. You're not going to have too much trouble with them. Before you leave, do you have any prayer requests, Marianne? No, I didn't. If I could. My daughter Becky had an iguana, and I was not very fond of it. I let her have it when she was really little, and that thing got to be about 4 feet long, and my mother-in-law had it, and I think they ended up giving it to the zoo or something. I can't remember what they did with it, but I felt bad for it because it was in such a, it's in a cage all the time, and it didn't have no, I don't know, I'm weird. Me still need things to come together here, God knows what for. Okay. Iguanas hiss at you. They have, let me tell you, they got sharp teeth and sharp claws too. I had two. My bigger one was 5 feet. Oh, holy moly. Linda, that's big. That was like my daughter's. It was huge. My mother-in-law had a great big huge cage for it on the back porch, and she used to go in and love on it and give it all kinds of little fruits and vegetables and stuff like that. It was crazy. And if you see my mother-in-law, you'd say, oh my word, how does she mess with that thing? Those tails hurt when they whip. He roamed in the house. Oh, yep, mine were spoiled. My girlfriend, hello, heirloom permaculture. My girlfriend's daughter had one, and she used to run the bath water and put the iguana in there and had it potty trained so it would go into the bath water and go to the bathroom. And she'd wash the tub every single time. It was hilarious. I never seen nothing like it in my life. So does anybody else have any more prayer requests before I get started? One of the vets I worked for used to have an iguana who liked to jump out at me. I'd probably pee myself. Guess he loved the tub, but he always went in his cage on paper. Wow. It's funny how you can train animals. So let me get taking care of the Lord right here, and Thank you, thank you, thank you, Lord, for this time I've had with my great friends here. Thank you that you blessed us so much with your love and you're keeping everybody safe and sound. Thank you that our falls haven't been really bad and that we've all been able to recover from them. And thank you that you have touched so many lives. And I pray, Lord, that you put a protective hedge around our country, strengthen it inside with your love, and bring us together closer, Lord. I thank you for Fran, and I pray, Lord, that God, you will do your best in her life and around their homestead so that they will be able to get closer to you, Lord, and be where you need them to be, Lord. I thank you for Christy. I pray, Lord, that you provide her with more strength. That's the hardest job in the world to do, is care for somebody else who needs love and care for and needs a lot of extra TLC. And I pray, Lord, sometimes it drags us down. I pray, Lord, that you lift her up and give her strength and very happy, healthy spirit, Lord. Also with Marianne, I pray, Lord, that you continue to bless her and strengthen her, Lord. She's also semi-caregiver, and I pray, Lord, that you bless her with your love and everything that she needs. I want to lift up the Wide family. They've been struggling with sickness and everything, and I pray, Lord, that you bless them. They're coming back around and feeling better, but lift them up and let them continue to heal, Lord, and strengthen them and their family. And I'm still worried about Cynthia's husband, Roger. I pray, Lord, that you continue to put a protective hedge around them. I haven't heard what's going on with them. Just strengthen them, and that he is, the last I heard, he was healing a little bit better, that he was coming around with the medicine they were giving him. So I pray, Lord, that he continues on an upward healing, Lord. And I also want to lift up Wilma. I thank you, Lord, for all that you're doing for her and healing her, and I pray, Lord, that the nodules that they found are going to be okay, and that she's fine. They're going to watch them. So I pray, Lord, that they don't change. They get better if they do change, no worser. Strengthen her and help her. I know she does so much for her family, and she's so strong, and she's got faith, Lord, that you're going to heal her and take good care of her and her family. Thank you for all that you do for all of us. And I pray, Lord, that you just continue to bless us. Thank you for David and all of help that he gives me, Lord. And thank you for all my friends on here who lift my spirits when I'm down sometimes. And I just pray, Lord, that we can all have you be number one in our lives, Lord, and strengthen us in numbers. Recover our country. Let us all look towards you for whatever we need for our country. And I ask these things in your name, Jesus. Amen. This is why I don't wear sleeves, guys. I'm itching. I need wisdom with my decisions, okay? And I will definitely pray for that too, Christy. Please keep my 9-year-old grandson in your prayers. He is diagnosed with the mess last week. He is doing good so far. Okay, I will definitely do that. Dawn, I will definitely do that. I'm sorry that I didn't get that when I was praying, so I'm going to pray for him now. Dear Heavenly Father, Dawn's grandson, continue to heal him and strengthen him and bring him back from that nasty sickness. In your name, amen. Don't let nobody else get it either. Amen. Susan, you're feeling better, I hope. I'm pretty sure I remember you telling me you're feeling better, right? And my mouth needs washed too. My frustrations are coming out with mouth. Okay. I'll definitely keep that. I know that's a hard one. That's a hard one because I was raised with sailors. I love you, Dawn. Oh, my goodness gracious. I'm so bad. I totally forgot something. I had it written down. Y'all are going to be upset with me. You know what I forgot? I forgot to name 2 channels tonight. I guess I'm going to have to do it next week. I am so sorry, guys. Ouch. Michaela heard you and said, oh no. That is anxiety too, besides frustrations, hon. I understand. Yep. And Carol, I lift you up all the time because of your situation. Caregiving is not easy. Not easy at all. And we should pray for each other all the time if we can. Never forget anything. I never forget anything. All right, Brenda. Thank you, my friend. Okay, Brenda, you're going to have to remind me not to forget something from now on, since you never forget anything. Ouch, ouch, ouch. I forgot. I hit my leg on my canner. Look at, I don't know if you guys can see it. Right there. It literally cut in there. It right on the bone. I think forgot became my middle name when I was born. Everyone have a good night. Thank you, Tina, for coming in. Thank you for coming in, Julie. I appreciate all you guys. You just don't even know how much you guys lift my spirits every week, and I so much appreciate y'all coming in. Who's going to remind me to remind you, Kathy? Oh, I don't know why I didn't do that. And Brenda and David was the ones that I was going to do this week. So I will do them next week. But if you don't have them, please go over at Duncan 1900 and join her and join David's Mule Train Homestead. I don't know why I forgot to do that. I do hope I get to meet you, Julie. That would be really cool. Very, very cool. I'd be glad whenever we could start going to more stuff and joining up and don't have to worry about all this nastiness going on. Anyways, guys, it's like 10:20, so I'm going to call it a night. Thank you, thank you, thank you for coming in. Thank you for the thumbs up. I appreciate it. And you guys have a blessed night. Sweet dreams to everybody. And I'll see you on my next live on Monday afternoon, I hope. If not, next Wednesday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I've got some more videos to come up soon, so we'll see what I got up my sleeve next. I have to tell you one thing before I leave. I was doing that walk on my walk out there and yesterday, and I was trying to do it, and I uploaded it, and I did not realize that it was public. I wanted to go on there and check it out, make sure that I had everything okay before I did. So I don't know. I might have said something crazy, but anyways, check it out. I'll talk to y'all later. Have a great night. Sweet dreams, and God bless.